friends, this is Aldie, and today I want to share with you the number one reason why people get rich. Look, there's a universal method to actually becoming rich, and it's very simple. Those who make the biggest impact will make the biggest income. You see, impact equals income, and the more people you reach, the more people you help, the more money you make. So if you want to make $1 million, you basically have to make 1 million people smile. Now, how do you make 1 million people smile? Well, you should reach at least 10 million people. In some cases, 100 million people, depending on your industry. But what you really need to do is to figure out what kind of product or service you can sell so that people can actually say yes to and part way with their money for the price that you're offering and the value you're willing to exchange with them. Because no one is going to pay you without perceiving any value. When someone sees something out there that they know they need to take home, they say to themselves, how can I buy that? How can I use my hard-earned money so I can afford the thing that I know will help better my life? Once you begin to realize that money reacts to your attitudes about it, you're going to change the way you think, the way you feel, and the way you act towards money. You see, a lot of times people don't become rich because they have a desperate mentality. And they feel like if they're desperate enough, they will attract money into their lives. But money only comes to the person that serves, not to the person that feels like they deserve. Not to the person that feels like they're desperate. Not to the person that only wants the cash. Money comes to the person that delivers more value to more people in less time. So ask yourself, what can I do to help more people? What can I do to benefit society? What can I do to create something that the world has never seen before? Because that's exactly what you need to do in order to become rich. Once you create something of value, it will make a bigger impact in their life. And that is exactly how you get paid. Because once you offer value, it impacts another person, and that person says, wow, that was worth it. I'm willing to do it again. And you keep on repeating sales and you keep on making money. You see, my friends, if you want to make a larger income, you need to make a larger impact. If you're working a job where you feel like your impact is limited and your job only allows you to pay the bills, you need to think beyond paying the bills. Because if all you want to do is pay the bills, well, that's all you'll end up doing. But if you ask yourself better questions like, how do I make a bigger impact? How do I serve more people? How can I add more value to more people in less time? Then I guarantee you, your income is going to rise. You see, I was a part of that desperate group of people who only wanted money. And what I realized was that there were severe limitations that were keeping me from living up to my full potential. Once I realized I had to make a bigger impact by adding way more value, so much so that the universe said, I can't take anymore. I must pay Aldie. That's when I began to make a fortune. The universe says, I have to send him money because he's doing everything right. He's helping more people. He's solving some problems. He's doing things that no one is willing to do. I must pay him so he can continue to do his good work. You see, that's exactly how the universe thinks about you. If you are doing more than you're paid to do, you'll get paid far more than you do. But you must be determined to go the extra mile, to pay an extra price, to do the work that no one else is willing to do. I'm going to tell you with all earnestness that I worked for years for free. I paid the price. I did what is right. I stayed up late at night and I did everything I could to help more people. And sometimes I woke up and I couldn't believe that I had a negative bank balance. I couldn't believe that I had an overdraft fee. I couldn't believe that the fees were accruing, that the credit card interest was running high, and that I felt like I was stuck financially. But at the same time, I felt good about myself. I felt good about the person I was becoming. And the next thing you know, $10,000 showed up in my bank account. Then $20,000, then $30,000, then $50,000, then $100,000, and so forth. Because that's exactly how the universe works. If you decide what kind of lifestyle you want, and then ask yourself, what kind of impact must I make in order to live that kind of lifestyle, then I promise you that the universe will conspire people, places, and things in order to help you serve that purpose. But you have to decide right now, what is it that you actually want? What is it that you're willing to actually do in order to become the kind of person that you truly want to be? Once you decide exactly what that ideal is, set a certain time frame and say to yourself, in the next 5 years, I'm going to dedicate 80 hours a week to do this one thing relentlessly until I see results. Now, whatever that one thing is, make sure that it has enough value and influence in order to make an impact. If you're working at the cash register and you're checking people out for minimum wage, then that is not a lot of value because you're easily replaced. Someone else can come in and do that job. But if you decide to make a luxury SUV that the world has never seen, that doesn't even need gasoline, that's something that would add a lot of value to people that would actually want it. You see, my friends, you have to distinguish yourself by thinking creatively. When I first started in my line of work, I noticed that people were twice my age. I noticed that they were of a certain race, a certain religion, a certain way of thinking. And I discovered that I was completely different than those kinds of people. That's what distinguished me. But my question is, what distinguishes you? What makes you different? Write down 10 qualities right now that makes you different from all the other people around you. And I guarantee you, you'll come up with more than 10. I guarantee you, you'll realize that you have something that no one else in the world has. I guarantee you that you'll find a way to add more value to more people in less time, and therefore increasing your impact, increasing your influence, and increasing your income. Alright, my friends, this is Daniel Aldie, and if you like this video, comment yes if you're ready to raise your income, raise your impact, and raise your influence. Make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that notification button, and please follow me on other social medias. I look forward to helping you become the greatest version of who you're meant to be. See you in the next video.